Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 9 and today we are going to present about performance comparison of key exchange protocol. Okay, today we are comparing the primary methods used to establish secure communication over insecure networks. We look at the classic Diffie-Hellman protocol, which allows two parties to agree on a shared secret without a central authority. We'll also examine RSA-based key transport, where one party chooses a secret and sends it to the other using their public key. Finally, we'll discuss the elliptic curve version of Diffie-Hellman, or ECDH, which simulates these processes using the unique properties of elliptic curves. The efficiency of these protocols is rooted in their underlying maths. RSA and standard Diffie-Hellman rely on modular exponentiation, essentially repeatedly multiplying very large integers. This is computationally expensive. In contrast, ECDH uses elliptic curve groups where exponentation is replaced by point multiplication, because point addition and multiplication on a curve are fundamentally simpler than large integer exponentation. ECDH can achieve high security with much less work. This table summarizes the trade-offs. While all three provide strong security, notice the basic operation column. RSA and DH are tied to the discrete logarithm and factorization problems, requiring massive keys, often 1024 bits or more, to remain secure. ECDH, however, uses point multiplication, allowing for significantly smaller keys and lower computational costs for the same level of protection.
Next, security need evolved. While a 512-bit RSA key was once standard, we now require at least 1024 bits or roughly 300 decimal digits to receive factorization and text. Furthermore, modern standard like TLS 1.3 emphasize forward secrecy. By using ephemeral version of DH or ECDH, we ensure that if a server's long-term key is compromised in the future, past recorded session remains safe because the keys used for the session were temporary and never stored. Next, security need evolved. While a 512-bit RSA key was once standard, we now require at least 1024 bits or roughly 300 decimal digits to receive factorization and text. Furthermore, modern standard like TLS 1.3 emphasize forward secrecy. By using ephemeral version of DH or ECDH, we ensure that if a server's long-term key is compromised in the future, past recorded session remains safe because the keys used for the session were temporary and never stored. Efficiency isn't just about speed, it's about the complexity of the math. In traditional system, finding a multiplicative inverse required for RSA and DH is a complex process involving the extended Euclidean algorithm. In an elliptic curve group, finding an inverse is an additive operation, which is nearly instantaneous. This makes the entire process of generating and using keys much linear.
First, RSA. RSA relies heavily on modular exponentation. For example, C equal P to the power of E mod n. This operation is mathematically expensive, especially as key size grow. During key generation, RSA also need to find multiplicative inverse using the extended Euclidean algorithm, which adds more computational overhead. Now ECC. ECC replaces modular exponentation with point multiplication on an elliptic curve. This operation is much lighter and faster to compute. Point multiplication is built from point addition, which is simple to execute in both hardware and software. Finding an additive inverse on an elliptic curve is almost instant, unlike modular inverse in RSA. Overall, ECC achieved the same security level with far less computation, making it more efficient and better suited for modern system. First, RSA. RSA security depend on the difficulty of factoring a large number n into P and Q. If attacker can factor n, the private key is exposed. RSA is also vulnerable to mathematically attack when the public exponent E is too small or when secure padding like OAEP is not used. Next, Diffie-Hellman. Diffie-Hellman relies on the discrete logarithm problem. An attacker would need to find x from G to the power of x mod P, which is very hard. However, standard Diffie-Hellman is vulnerable to man-in-the-middle attack if it is not authenticated. Finally, ECC. ECC is based on the elliptic curve discrete logarithm problem. Attackers must find the secret multiplier d from 2 points on a curve which is computationally infeasible. This makes ECC very secure even with smaller key size. First, RSA key transport. RSA use static key. If the server private key is stolen, attackers can decrypt all previously recorded sessions. This means past communication is no longer safe. Now, ephemeral, Diffie-Hellman, and ECDH. This method generate a new temporary key for every season. The season key is never transmit and is deleted after the season end. The main benefit of PFS is clear. Even if a long-term key is compromised later, past communication remains secure. Because of this, PFS is widely used in IPsec and SSL-TLS and TLS 1.3 require ephemeral key by default.
Assalamualaikum. So I'm here to present to you about comparison summary for mobile IoT. So finally, why does this matter for your phone or a smart sensor? This device have limited battery and CPU power. ECDH is the winner here because it use less power due to its simple math, consume less bandwidth because the key are tiny and establish connection faster. This is why ECC has become the standard for mobile and wireless security. So in RSA is built on the integer factorization problem. It uses a trapdoor one-way function, a calculation that is easy to do in one direction but almost impossible to reverse unless you have a specific piece of information, the private key. Forouzen recommend that for modern security, the modulus n should be at least 124 bits. So for Diffie-Hellman, standard Diffie-Hellman relies on the discrete algorithm problem. The two parties agree on a large prime P and a generator G. While it is easy to calculate G, it is computationally hard for an eavesdropper to work backward to find the exponent Z. To stay safe, the prime P should be roughly 300 decimal digit long. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, why is more efficient to regulate why ECC is modern choice. It replaces the modular exponentation of RSA and DH with point multiplication. Mathematically, adding points on a curve is cheaper than multiplying largest integers in the group. Furthermore, finding an additive inverse on a curve is a simple sign change, whereas finding a multiplicative inverse in RSA
requires the much more complex and standard Euclidean algorithm. Okay, comparing key exchange in SSL or TLS. In practical application like SSL, TLS, we see this protocol is in action. RSA is often used for key transport where the client encrypts a secret for the server. Anonymous DH exists, but it risky because it does not au- authenticate the server. The most secure modern option is ephemeral DH or S or AD, which uses digital signatures to authenticate the exchange while providing forward secrecy. Okay, lastly, summary of performance metric. Okay, in summary, if you need speed and efficiency, especially on mobile, choose ECDH if you need a widely compatible established system. RSA is the legacy standard. Top 8 requires much larger keys and more power. For modern network security, the trend is clear. Smaller key, simpler mesh, and temporary session key are the future.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.